Joining me on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line is one of the best in the business, an MVP of this league, and the quarterback of the current AFC North leading Baltimore Ravens getting set for Monday Night Football against the Saints. He is none other than Lamar Jackson. How are you, Lamar?
I'm good, Mr. Rich. How you doing?
I am doing better for talking to you. I truly mean that. So
that's good. Yeah.
Let's jump right into this right now, Lamar. How do you see this team now compared to the very beginning of the season? How have you progressed entering this Week 9 game against the Saints?
I'm being honest. I'm seeing the same guys. Guys who want to get better. Guys who who got a goal at the end of the season. Guys who's hungry. I'm still seeing the same guys. Our record improved, but I'm seeing the same guys. Winning guys.
And so the passing game appears to be more of a focus this year. The running game, normally your team will run it more than passing it. And last week we saw in Tampa, you threw it around the first half before you really committed to the run in the second half. Do you feel as if the passing game is more of a focus than ever before for your team right now?
I feel like it's game plan, if anything, based upon the defense's game plan, seeing the loops and the holes what defense is giving us, and I feel like that's what we base our game upon.
And then for you, how are you a better quarterback now than, say, even in the year you were the MVP of the league, Lamar?
Mindset, just a lot of maturity. And maturity-wise, I mean, like age, just being in the game, knowing what the defense is going to, send my way, stuff like that.
So you're saying pre-snap, neck up type material? That's how you're better right now?
Exactly.
And how did you get there? Just as a natural process, or walk me through your process?
Process, but studying myself, studying opponents. That's about it.
When you say you study yourself, what do you mean, Lamar? What have you studied of yourself? Can you give me an example?
I critique myself with anything. I really want to see the bad things I did in the game. Not even necessarily me doing something bad. Just why didn't this play work? Little things like that. And I feel like that helped me out a lot.
Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens quarterback here on the Rich Eisen Show. And then this offseason, non-playing season, you getting together with your guys. What was that about? Can you tell me some of the offseason stuff that you've gotten to see the fruits of that labor already through the first 8 weeks of the season, Lamar?
Yeah, just trying to build chemistry much as we can before, the season kick off. And what it was, Super Bowl week. I don't know if it was after the Super Bowl or right before. Me, Bateman, Rashard Bateman, James Prochet, they was out in Cali with me. We was working out there. Then I went to Florida. Benjamin Victor was with me. Snoop was with me. I had some other receivers, guys from my hometown, and guys who was from my high school playing with me as well, just working on things like that. And I feel like it helped. We just got to keep going because the season's not over.
Okay, season is not over. That's for damn sure. And you got yourself a game against the Saints here. So let's before we get into the game with the Saints, let's jump into it. Lamar Jackson here on the Rich Eisen Show with your off season. Was it difficult for you to negotiate a contract while you were getting ready for a season yourself, Lamar?
No, not really. No, not for me. It wasn't. Because I know what I was looking for. I know, I was going to focus on the season, when the time was right, and that's just what it was.
And is there anything you could add to just the national conversation that's still going on? I'm sure you're aware of it, Lamar, about what you were looking for. What were you looking for from the Ravens that you didn't hear?
Yeah, I was just looking well, basically, I already said it was self-explanatory, that those guys put it out there. What I was looking for, so I don't think I need to piggyback off that. That was already out there.
Okay.
I left it, like I said, at the beginning of the season. I was done talking about it, so I'm not going to just talk about it now.
Okay, and in terms of the here and now for you, the concept of you representing yourself, is there anything you want to say to people who criticize you for that, Lamar? As to why are you representing yourself and you don't have an agent that is, a conventional agent to help you out with this?
I mean, this is this is me and my situation, not no one else's situation. I don't worry about them. I don't give them an opinion on what they should do with their situations,
And,
That's all.
And just so did you dive into and figure out like cap ramifications and things like? I'm not a math guy. I couldn't do it. I'll tell you that right now. Honestly, I'm more verbal. That's why I do what I do right now.
I have people. I have people in my corner, who going, help me out with things like that. If I don't see things the way they might see it, or if I need questions on certain terminology or something like that, I have guys that back me up on that. So I feel like I was pretty good.
And then Lamar, just you walking off the field in Tampa, off of that big win on Thursday night, you grabbed a sign from a fan that said "Pay the man," and folks see that and think that you're carrying with you maybe a chip on your shoulder against the team, and that potentially this could be a final run for you. Obviously, there's still franchise tags and things of that nature. Are you going through your business with that mindset this year, Lamar?
Not being honest, no, I wasn't. The sign just happened to fall. I seen the sign fall, so I was just picking it up, like to give it to him. I thought somebody was just dropping the sign. I seen it, I just started laughing, and I just signed it for a fan. That's all.
So I
wasn't thinking nothing.
It could have just said "Go Ravens," and you'd have done the same thing. Is what you're saying?
No doubt.
Okay. And then betting on yourself. Walk me through that process. I've done that a couple times in my career. Not to say that I also have your similar skill set. I don't. That's why I talk about stuff for a living. But what is your mindset on that? Betting on yourself like that, Lamar?
I feel like I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. I'm cool. I feel like I'm a fair player. That's about it. And throughout my life, I always betted on myself. I feel like I betted on myself going through, what I went through my rookie season, or the running back stuff like that, or whatever else the naysayers say. So yeah, just bet on myself through life, and I feel like it's going pretty well for me. I got God on my side, so. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, the Saints just shut out the Raiders. What are you seeing on film already that leaps out at you? That's a challenge for you on Monday night, sir.
Vet defense. We facing a vet defense. We got Cam Jordan, those guys. Tyrann Mathieu, no addition to their defense. Guys flying around to the ball. I'm looking at a physical NFC team.
Have you ever played a game in the Superdome before? I'm just going to throw that one out there. Have you played one?
Oh, no, I haven't. I heard it's pretty loud, though. So.
Well, yeah. Well, you've played in loud places before, but I'm just, I'm sure you've watched games in the Superdome growing up. I'm sure, you watched some big college football games while you were at Louisville. I don't know if there's any sort of meaning for you to go into this building in Louisiana and try and show off your craft here at all.
Yeah, just gonna try to show off my craft. That's all. I haven't really, had a fair share of being in the stadium or anything like that.
Okay, and it's loud. I mean, it is loud. What's the loudest stadium you've ever played in, Lamar Jackson?
Say it again.
What's the loudest stadium you've ever played in? What is that?
Loudest stadium I ever played in?
Yeah.
And NFL.
Yeah.
College. NFL wise.
College too. Give me a college one. What's that too? Any place?
I feel like Clemson and Houston was pretty loud in college. Clemson and Houston.
Arrowhead?
But
would Arrowhead be in the pros? What about that in Kansas City? What about that?
It's pretty loud, but I wouldn't say that's the loudest stadium I've been at. I really don't know. NFL, I don't know.
Okay. The bank
fans go crazy in the NFL, so it's pretty fair. Like I say, most of the teams who I'm facing gonna have loud fans, so I don't really know.
The bank is definitely open when you're doing your thing for the Ravens.
The bank's pretty loud as well.
The bank is open. Are you talking openly Super Bowl in your locker room, Lamar? Do you talk? Is that a way that you talk and lead at all, Lamar Jackson?
You can say that because at the end of the day, that's everyone's goal. I feel like if you playing this game, that's your goal. And, we always got to throw that out there. But even though we focus on the task at hand, the next opponent, and, we taking it a play at a time, but we know what's in the back of our mind at the end of the day, while we playing this game, why we love this game so much.
Yeah, you do love it. I love that. I do love watching you play, Lamar, as does the rest of the fans in the NFL. And, and certainly there in Baltimore, it's the truth. It's the truth. And fans in Baltimore, I got to be honest with you, I think they're freaking out a little bit. That you're going year to year, and that you and the Ravens might not see eye to eye. Did you ever have a conversation with Steve Bisciotti, the famed conversation Steve had with Joe Flacco, the guy who was there when you got drafted, where you said, "Hey, look, go win the Super Bowl and tell me to put the bag on the table, and I'll do that." Did you have a conversation with the owner of the Ravens on that front at all?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, do you need a bag to put on the table? You want that? I can give you a bag to put on the table. You got one of those?
Nah, that ain't even my focus. I feel like, I did pretty much a lot, for my first couple of years to even gotta see all that.
Okay.
Just for that, but.
Okay. And then before I let you go, Roquan Smith is now a teammate. What was the general sense in the locker room when you heard the Ravens front office had added a player of that caliber and that status to your team for the stretch run here, Lamar?
Oh man, huge addition for us. We still got great linebackers though, Malik, Josh, PQ.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a great addition, to help those guys out, help our defense. And he's leading the league in tackles right now, so that's tremendous.
I guess
we need a little bit of everything. We need a lot of additions if we can. Shoot, great players, bring them on.
Lamar Jackson, thank you for the time. I always appreciate when you say yes. When I say, hey, how about you come back on the show? It means a lot to me, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday Night Football and beyond. Thank you, Lamar Jackson. Greatly appreciate it.
Rich. Appreciate you.
Right back at you. That's the MVP of the 2019 NFL season. Now the leader of the AFC North entering Week 9 here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.